Hi everyone. Today is Monday, May the 13th, and this is the Moneyball Morning Report for the Benzinga Pro platform. My name is Anne-Marie Band, and everyone's been giving me feedback, says they like the shorter version of these, and so I will hammer through them. Here we are looking at the ES. Today, we'll start here. 61 to 62 is resistance. We've got a gamma wall sitting there for the 0 DTEs as well. If we breach it, 52.72 to potentially, let's see what this gamma line is on my other chart, 53.23. So that's a pretty big spot to the north. Because we are coming into a week that's got a lot of inflation data, I will be using my volatility bands and trading from the test of the support edges into resistance. So far to me, that looks like 52.48 to 52.47. There is a zone sitting at 47 to, let's see, 36 sitting in the chart. And of course, I have the midpoint here at 42. What is the price action telling us? It's telling us it's sideways, but that pullbacks will be buy zones. Why? Because we have upward moving averages, right? That tells us the pullbacks will be buy zones. The downward momentum says, hey, that pullback could be a little bit deep. So watch yourself there. The pre-market low of Friday, I think that might have been Friday, was 52.33, or early market action 52.33. That's very likely to be our support zone today. Taking a look at the NQ, we've got the same sort of topping style formation. People are very, very bullish across social media streams. You know, we'll see what's going to go on. If we take a look at the zones that are being sort of shaped up as potential magnets, we have 18,350, which is about that high-ish area right there. And then we literally have nothing below but heavy congestion. Heavy congestion zones sitting somewhere around 18,190. Boy, oh boy, do we know those numbers. We've been trading them in Top Step TV for days and days and days and days and days. Okay, pullbacks should be buy zones. What is momentum telling us? That it's flat, it can go sideways. What is trend telling us? It's up. So we wait for the pullbacks to catch hold, and then we move to the north. Okay, so far we've been moving against this 2 standard deviation bar in the volatility bands here off of the VWAP, and that looks like about 13,325. I'm going to put a number there with a clone image, and we'll see, right? Breaking out of there could give us 25, 30 points to the north. And remember, whenever I give you lines in the sand that come from our gamma levels, they can expand in the NQ by as much as 50 points. So don't anticipate that that's a topping formation that you hold. Now you can scalp these very nicely, but you have to be very quick on the trigger. Everybody is eyeing 40,000 in the YM today. Let me take a look at the gamma levels here because I don't have them memorized just yet. Ooh, we've breached a put wall. So that's good. That's a recovery of a put wall here. May end up giving us a little bit of support. That number looks like 39,260. So let's move that. Yeah. Let's leave that. I think I have the 260. I'll separate it out. I'll put this as a topping zone at 39,720 potentially. And then let's use 250, 39,250 as the zone that gives us a ton of confluence in that region. So we'll see what goes on there. Minimum motion, 39,138 to 140. That's somewhere in this noisy patch right here. I don't really think that it does that, but anything goes. My suspicion is because trend is up and momentum is down, we're going to have sideways slosh today. It's going to look pretty ugly. Let's take a look at oil. Oil did a great job bouncing off of 78 early this morning in the trading hours, right? Late last night. Moving up, where do I think it wants to test? I think it wants to go to 80.50. That's my thought. I've been thinking that this is where the price action should go. But there are a lot of gamma levels sitting there, right? The put line in the sand is 77.40. If it loses that zone and does not bounce, then we've got a further collapse into deeper territory. If we breach 79 easily, we can get to 79.90. Old support, new resistance. 79 is resistance right now. That's also another gamma line. And then the pesky number near 80.30 is going to be that potential resistance region. What is the price action telling us? Well, very noisy, really. If we want to take a look at how, we probably ought to look at the daily, right? And we can see that we're still caught in this awful slosh right here. And so my suspicion is that we move, whoopsie, don't like doing that, operator error as usual, that we move through / near this heavy congestion all the way down into this zone. Look at this halfway spot, right? That would be a fantastic place to buy if the price action came and got you there. The reason I suspect it's going to 80 is because I think this is where the resistance zone is relative to those moving averages. All right, that's it for there. Let's hit the SPY. SPY is really recovering. The market has bounced so sharply. I always hate that, but it is what it is. And so now we are gapping into a very big candlestick event somewhere around 522, topping again, and I hate saying again so many times, but I do repeat myself quite often. If we take a look at what we suspect the price action is going to give us at the topping formation, what we can see is that there is a gamma level right there. And if we break, we're going to run in that direction. Notice price compression. Notice big move, not so big move, a very tiny pre-market event. If we break forward, we're going to be looking at a test of those all-time highs at 524 and some change. Is that an all-time high? Is it really? Let me have a peek. Well. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, yeah, that's what we're staring down. Up above it at 224, we could bring a ton of shorts into the market. You got to be careful once it gets up there. Let's take a look at the Qs finally. As many of us on the Benzinga Pro platform do not trade futures, but we are interested in market motion. Same sort of thing here, 443, the line we need to watch for upward motion. And then above that, 446. Let's see where the gamma lines are today. Ooh. Nice level at 444.87. So right at 445. Let's do that. 1 point away. Okay, so pullbacks or buy zones across the board. That's all we need to remember. Pullbacks or buy zones. Watch for old resistance and heavy congestion to mark itself as new support. Notice resistance, resistance, new support. You could be sitting right in that zone. Okay, that's it for me, folks. I'll see you on the platforms. Don't forget, we've got a Zoom midday. I'm looking forward to trading with everybody. We've got some really interesting trades to look at today. Take care.